The way I think about a citizens' jury is no different to a normal jury that we have in society, like for a criminal case. The interesting thing about this is that you've got a bunch of people that are representing the community and they're hearing a whole lot of evidence and making a decision. Surely we can do the same sort of thing for setting water prices in the future and service levels. The jury's been hearing from expert witnesses that were nominated by various stakeholders of Yarra Valley Water, and these are people who have very deep knowledge in certain fields such as welfare, water sensitive urban design, a lot of stimulating input for the jury to take on board as they consider all of the issues that they're considering.
We really appreciate the exercise that you people are going through. We are totally committed to the process and we're looking forward to your thoughtful deliberations and response so we can take this on board for the first time ever, I think, in such a deep and meaningful way.
How do we get it fair and just for the final result? I was curious about the process and what it involved. I was rapt that we actually will have a say.
What are some of the aspirations and some of the transitional goals that an organisation like Yarra Valley Water need to go to? Well, what does it mean, and what are some of the obligations of Yarra Valley Water to maintain that quality of life for its customers?
We will release a public draft decision. The Essential Services Commission will then hold consultation sessions, particularly in areas where there's been a lot of public submissions. They will take those public submissions and they will then come up with a final decision on what prices should be for the 5-year period.
I'm actually an environmental scientist, so I was interested in groundwater, water, and I was just curious how Yarra Valley Water actually runs and their environmental impacts and how they're trying to, better themselves. They seem to look at it from every angle. I'm actually incredibly impressed with what they're doing.
Can we get enough water for people wherever they are, or the industries or the jobs, to drink and or use it? Having that longer term planning is really, really important.
I'd say, hey, Yarra Valley Water, what's your population look like in 10 years' time? Is it ageing? Is it growing? Is it young? And how do we price to give them agency to achieve the outcomes that they want, either as individuals and as a community?
Other organisations should be going through this, and I feel that there should be more community involvement in pricing.
Water is psychological. This notion that water is about romance, it's about happiness, it's about tranquility and even excitement is actually a part of the human psyche's relationship with water.
I think the jury's doing really well. They're staying engaged. There's a lot to consider. There's multiple layers to this business. They're probably being a bit bombarded, if you like, by data, but that's, I think, typical of the process of discovery. And they're doing really well. I think they're being quite resilient in the face of that.